personality is. How do you define yourself? Are you an extrovert? Are you an introvert? Do you think more than you feel? You see, our personalities are defined by how we interact with the world and how the world interacts with us. An innate human trait is that we tend to identify ourselves. Find an identification in order to feel secure. Therefore, we categorize ourselves in order to understand ourselves. We categorize ourselves through religion, through culture, through occupations, and through social circles. But for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you how people turn to our star signs and our horoscopes and the psychology behind the 16 personality tests in order to understand themselves. So just out of interest, who of you know your star sign? Thought that was the case. Who of you read your horoscopes often? I'm sure quite a few of us fall into that gullibility of believing that next month's going to be full of a lot of love and a lot of money. So our horoscopes, they are determined for us, something we don't choose. It's determined by the month we are born and how our stars connect. As millennials, we get lost and we seek identification. When we get lost, we always go to our roots, and that is our star signs. On the other hand, we have the 16 personality test, which is something I found out this year. It's a 12-minute, very basic test. It asks questions of how you would interpret certain situations. So in terms of your mailbox, do you immediately reply or do you let it get cluttered? But from those results, you then are categorized into one of the 16 personality traits. Think aptitude tests or those BuzzFeed quizzes, that we got on our Facebook. As unbelievable and unrealistic as they are, I still managed to waste all my time and data on trying to figure out if I belong to Slytherin or Gryffindor. But as millennials, technology and social media is a very big part of our lives, and we seek identification even more so than before. So what do? We look at our horoscopes. Why? Because it's cool, and they tell us what we want to hear. And I'm sure we are very quick to blame a bad month on Mercury in retrograde. Am I right? So I'm a Cancer. I'm caring. I'm emotional. I'm moody. Family-oriented and intuitive. And my personality trait, I'm social, supportive of family and friends. I'm caring and sensitive. It was amazing because I saw commonalities between my star sign and my personality type. It was amazing too because I was reading my feelings, and it was the first time I had ever done that. I was also reading feelings that I hated. I carried on reading my star sign, and I read something quite bizarre, that I was going to create a musical art piece with a guitar. And those of you that know me, I have no musical talent at all. My voice, you can hear, I do not sing. So I looked at something called the Barnum effect. It is a psychological phenomenon which is the gullibility of people. And I thought to myself, I'm reading these descriptions of myself written by other people who do not know me. They don't know what I've gone through. They don't know how many siblings I have, or where I've traveled, or where I grew up. So this led me to my own experiences in life. We looked at our horoscopes. We looked at our 16 personality tests. They're cool, and we mustn't stop looking at them because they make us feel good, and in somewhat they are believable. But then I decided to look at me, and I thought to myself, 10 years ago, try to picture myself 10 years ago, and well, that's me. You can have a giggle, it's okay. And I am wearing camo pants and Crocs. I mean, what is fashion? So through then, I went through a lot of changes, and puberty being one of them, which I know we can all agree is a big change. I went to high school. I failed my learners, passed my drivers first time. I went to Stellenbosch, and then I moved to Cape Town, and now I am here. Through these changes, I realized that high school was the most significant for me. In grade 11, I went through anorexia, and it was very short-lived and very much in the past. But it's something that I'm damn proud of because I overcame that and I didn't let it rule my life. It's these little experiences in life that I think we need to recognize, and we need to see how they add to our own unique personality. So I looked back at the girl in Crocs, I looked at the girl in grade 11, and I looked at the girl standing here. And I thought about the girl in 10 years. I don't know her, but hopefully she's pretty cool. But through these experiences, I've created my unique self. I'm constantly changing, and so are you. And I think change is good, because if we didn't change and we didn't go through these things, we'd all be pretty much the same, which I think is very boring. No generic descriptions and no one planting seeds in your head about you. And that is why we need to back ourselves a little more. We need to believe in ourselves a little more. Maybe read a little less about ourselves. We can listen to the stars and we can listen to psychologists, but in the end, it is you who is the creator of your wonderfully unique personality. Thank you.